gosh sakes, it wasn't at all like there were cats in many of the rooms and on numbers of the beds. I'm not a cat person. If you are, it's okay, but I'm not. And when we went in there, I thought, oh Lord, what are we going to do? Geez, what are we going to do? And so we got the kids together and we just prayed and we went in. The kids started cleaning up. I mean, we had the most wonderful time. And during the course of things, it was a small cattle operation down in Tennessee. And there was a caretaker and his wife, and they were in charge of the place. The people that owned it didn't live there. And at one point, the man came to me and he said, would your kids help us? And I said, well, what's the matter? And he said, well, we've got a cow. She's young. She just came into the ability to breed. And she was bred to a bull way too big. And she's way too small. And now we can't find her. And I don't know what we're going to do. Could your kids help us? I said, well, sure. We'll help, So we got the kids together and we prayed. And I said, now look, keep one another in sight. But let's just fan out through. In Tennessee, it's like this. And rocks and hills and briar patches and stuff. And so it took a while. But finally we found the cow. The cow was in the process of an unsuccessful delivery. And so we'd already lost the calf. And it looked like we would surely lose the cow. And so the cow's name was Peaches. And so we came back, we got the man, and the man had a daughter. And the man and his daughter, neither one were believers. Remember this? So I remember like it just yesterday we just got home. And so they went and they completed the delivery. And then he realized that the cow, there's just no hope. And so he sent his daughter to go back for the gun. And he told me, he said, brother, you probably want to take the kids out of here for this. We really want them to be a part of this because the animal can't make it. And we're going to have to end the life of Peaches. And so before we could do anything, this one young lady just blurted out, without being called on or anything, she just started praying for this cow. I will never forget it. I mean, she's crying out in a loud voice, oh God! I mean, she's praying for this cow. And so, we're praying for this cow, we're praying for this cow, and I'm standing next to the guy who's the cattle man, and he's never prayed for a cow before. And we got a pretty intense prayer meeting going on around this cow who has no hope. And at some point during the prayer meeting, Peaches gets up. Just barely makes it to her feet. And we're praising God. And all of a sudden, boom, she goes back down. And so we start praying again and praying again. Now I found out, the guy told me later, he said, I didn't know about praying for a cow. He said when she raised up and then when she fell again, he said, well, that's it. That's it. Well, we didn't quit praying. And we kept praying. And so it wasn't long, Peaches was back on her feet again. And we were thanking God and giving him the praise. Boom, she went down again. But on the third time, she rose. She stood. And by the time that we left, Peaches was in with the other cows now. And by the time that we left, a few days later, you couldn't tell which one was Peaches from the other cows. Because there was no sign that she'd ever been afflicted in any way. And so I love those things. I love those. And if I've got a picture, it's a treasured thing. And so Rachel, I've seen you I don't know how many times. You and Peaches the cow. And when God does things like that, God is a multitasker, He's never doing one thing for one reason at one time. What He does is eternal. And that caretaker and that caretaker's daughter, that's going to be with them forever. I mean, how would you ever forget seeing something like that? And so, anyway, we got a history going back a while.